STC Northport, and they're holding their open house. Very well received at this point by the community. You can see the crowd is here. I just thought I would go live and show you some of the information that you receive if you come and check out the programs. We've got electricity, you know, they've got students that are here blue collar at its finest because we have got a huge amount of building going on in the States, and we're really needing to have these things. Carpentry, and we've got students here. I, there it is. Um, so tell us a little bit about your program. Give it a quick overview.
Quick overview. If you take a look over to the right here, we learn how homes are built
Yep.
from the ground up. And over to your left, the more built-in type things are properties. So,
Okay.
this right here has got 282
Yep.
So the big goal is to have everybody learn how to use all the tools that are used to make this stuff in the process.
And to help perfect it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it could be because there's a difference between uh, the finished carpentry, and so you want to hone those skills in too, right?
Okay. Yeah, there's a big difference between being doing all the rough carpentry versus the finished.
But you're teaching both.
Well,
Yeah. So this sets a student up for what outside after they get done with your class.
so this will set them up to get more than an entry level position
Okay.
because they'll have knowledge of tools, how to use them, where to use them, safety. They also get a OSHA 10-hour safety course while they're in class.
And it really puts them job ready.
They are job ready when they were here.
Awesome.
And I've had great success of putting people into positions.
So you've been around Northport area for a long time. So kind of give your history of where you were in Northport and how long you've been here at STC.
So I've been in Northport. I started teaching the construction classes at Northport High School back in 2001 when we first opened. When this school opened 8 years ago, I made the move over to here. Just because it gave me the opportunity to share more with adults rather than just high school students, but I still have this.
And we have a program that we share time too. The high school students can come over, correct?
I have 8 high school students here.
Awesome.
3 hours in the morning, or they come 3 hours.
That's fantastic. So we're trying to do everything we can to accommodate the everyday student and the working class at the same time, right? Fantastic. How long is your class? How long is the program?
It is 10 months long.
10 months. So you can change your career.
Yes, in 10 months.
Yeah, 10 months. So that's fantastic. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So you can see that all these things matter. How you like the class? Really? You're super excited about it?
I've learned so much since I started,
How's it feel to be hands-on?
It really is a completely different thing than schooling. I actually learned while doing it rather than just reading it.
About the difference in this compared to high school?
Yeah, there's more responsibility, trusting more like an adult. It's more than any other place. And they just do it better,
Where'd you go to high school at?
I'm actually home. I've been around. Right now, I'm home too.
Awesome.
I'm currently not challenging.
So you went to Seminole, but you got your GED here, which is very important for people to hear, and now you're advancing even further with this course, and you're going to make a well-rounded individual who goes out and makes real good living, right? Awesome. Congratulations, man. Good job. Great job, man. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
We've got industrial machinery and maintenance and repair. Uh, this is a really cool opportunity for current technology. The CNC machines are awesome. You've got a couple of things happening here that they're making. The technology is here at STC, and you should definitely check it out. Got the nursing program. This is welcome to the North Fort branch. And this is my wife, Terry Rawlings. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So how about showing this magnificent thing?
This is our anatomage table. Not that big. I can dissect things with it. I can tell you levels. Because of the nature of what you might see, I'm going to leave it right here on the bones part. Because other things might pop up that you don't want the little children to see.
So it is a full-blown human at times.
Yes.
So that's crazy.
So it is the external part is virtual, like it showed you that, but the internal part is from real patients. And they've done MRIs and CTs. Yeah.
How about showing us what the real person looks like? Can you do that without? So that's what he looks like. Is there a female version of that too? So you have the ability to teach both.
Oh, absolutely. Also, I can show X-rays. So if I would look into their case file, I might be able to find if I'm teaching about a hip fracture. I can find X-rays or CT scans of a patient who had a hip fracture.
So I'm
Also,
I'm definitely going to do this so I can live on forever.
yes, yes, you can.
Torment the world.
Donate your body to science
Yes,
and live on in a classroom around the world.
that's right.
It also has a new update that we just did on this. It has a birthing
Wow.
mechanism. Yes. So I can simulate a birth.
And so you're interactive in class
Right.
and really talking about real time scenarios.
Right.
And how much easier is it to teach that versus the book?
Every student is different. And so, but most students in things like this with anatomy and physiology are very hands-on.
Fantastic.
So very visual. And so I want to show them, I can dissect things.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
And then here is Todd.
Was that MET or Ellie Rose up there?
That's Margot.
Oh, okay. No, up there on the
Oh,
screen.
it was, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
there you are.
There I am getting my head
He,
shaved.
he came in and got his head shaved. Let our students practice shaving on him.
And these are past classes.
I have, and I also have two of my nursing students over here today helping out.
Yep, and I'll hit those up in a minute.
So,
All right, thank you so much.
yeah, you're welcome.
How many people have been through? Quite a few?
I want to say I'm close to probably 80 to 90.
That's great. That's great.
Yes, since 2019.
Nice. All right. Awesome. Hi, Joe. So how are you guys doing as students? So what's it like to take class here at STC?
They really break it down for us. We haven't defined it was 10 years. I don't feel overwhelmed. I feel comfortable. We're learning, and this is a day at a time.
Would you suggest coming here?
Yeah.
And so it's been 10 years for both of you?
It's been a lot.
It's a hard startup, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And that way, I didn't have to put in the work, but our team does the same thing, help us with
And that is important.
absolutely.
How is it out in clinical?
So, I think it's like here in Florida, we're learning a lot. We're getting back to the field side. I medical assistance to anybody can do different ways. We're getting hands-on correct. Wait, that's the number one way you're going to actually. Our teachers are there to support us. We go to the nurses there, the CNA. But it just helps because during the week we're learning, and then there's a couple things that we're at right there. You know,
How does that reinforce the work that you're doing in class?
to learn on paper, writing, on yourself, reflection.
So when you have all this experience, you're going to have to come back and teach at some point. All right. We we are in talks right now. The STC, the City of Northport, and Sarasota Memorial about bringing the RN program here. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. So you can see they're still busy at the table. We've got accounting and operations, fantastic program. Uh, the teacher is actually right here and leading a conversation. The students is there. But this is a really cool class, great opportunity to get your business side of things and your business structure down and really be part of it. They have the ESOL program here. ESOL is a huge part of what's happening in the current market today, and there's a lot of activity there. And then the GED side, we just talked to the young man who took the GED class and really changed his life because he came from Seminole County, took the GED course, and now stayed within the building, the same building he was familiar with, and has advanced himself in the carpentry field, which is really inspiring to people that are out there right now. So share the video and really talk this up because this is an essential part of the growth for students here in Northport and our county. STC is Sarasota Technical College, and it is part of the Sarasota School District. How you doing? I'm live. Yeah, come here. Come here. No, come here. So, how's your program? It's all right. No, it's the students, and we're going to get to them. But how long have you been in the school system now here? 15 years. So the commitment that you have to the program is huge, and you've been putting a lot of students out into the community and the workforce. That's fantastic, and you are actually hold some of the biggest classes in the school, really for technical college. Yeah, and then you offer food during the week. What days are you open so people can come in and purchase? And the food is fantastic. It really is. Yeah. And you change it up and you're teaching a lot of different variety, which is good. Well, thank you so much. So how are you guys doing? I got you mid bite, didn't I? That's what everybody does. You mid chew and they ask you all kinds of questions. How are the cookies? Oh, you made the cookies? How are the cookies? So how are you liking the classes? Are you learning anything? So what were you a senior last year or are you still in school now? You're a senior this year and you're taking the courses. So you're going to leave high school really seasoned to go in and start cooking somewhere, right? What's that? Who do you work for now? Sarasota National. Very cool. So you're already kind of cooking some upscale stuff, right? How do you like working in the industry? It's fun. Good. And what do they think of you at work as far as taking this course and advancing yourself? Good, good. So you're on the job and here, and it kind of keeps everything going forward, positive, right? Awesome, great job. So you guys are you seniors or
Yeah, we're all seniors.
you're also seniors? So in high school. So where do you go to school?
I'm gonna go for mom.
Northport High.
We go right up at Imagine.
In
Northport.
imagine, yeah, okay. So what does this mean to you guys taking the course and being part of this?
Well, it's very useful because it does teach you all the basics. And if you do go into a kitchen, you can really see the difference in levels. So just knowing like even the bare minimum basics on like knowing how to cut, how to do all that, to work with the knives, how to be safe in the kitchen. It's a huge step up in each of the way.
What's that mean when you go into a kitchen now? Are you working currently? All right. So what does your employer think of the classes and how it's affecting you at work?
I will say I'm the youngest one in the kitchen because
Oh, he is. The challenge is real.
yep, yep. I won the challenge. It's it's a big step up because usually you have to go through a couple of years of experience to get into a higher level kitchen. I mean, with this even on your application, it shows a lot. Like this, it helps you get a job here, and it also helps you improve productivity. That's what it's. So it's easier to learn if it's tough. This is what's so whenever you go to the kitchen, it's easier to learn the recipes.
So ground level, you're not at. You're higher than ground level. So they're not having to teach you the first steps. You're above that, which means your entry level is higher. And the appreciation that you guys have these tools now, that's even higher from your employer because they don't have to worry about the safety side of things, right? I thought that's where you were going.
In order to expand your portfolio of skills, like knife skills, you learn really good knife skills here. How to control your choke up on the knife, and control your cuts, like you're cutting really fast, so when you cut. It shows you the sizes of things, like small dice and big dice. You get those things work out, and then you take all these skills that you have, bring them to the actual industry, which now they can like basically turn into a big play pot, like sculptors have their wet clay and makes them a mold. They can kind of build you what they want you to be.
Mhm.
And you have a better understanding of stuff as well as being able to get served safe. Your, I guess the word that you can look for means credibility and reliability in the kitchen. It shows that you know your food safety and that you can manage good level stuff.
Which are very important all across the board. And you keep reiterating the safety side of it. So obviously they're really enhancing that here in what really is a great kitchen atmosphere and probably above some of the standards that you would see as a cook going elsewhere.
You will never find a kitchen better than this. It's
Yeah.
the best kitchen you find. It's the most advanced kitchen. It's got all the bells and whistles. Last year.
Yeah, sure. Let's go back. Take it.
So right here is where we're gonna have all of our busing stuff when we do our bistros and all that. So you got these are what they use to run the plates and stuff out to the dining room.
Yeah.
There's the register. These don't really work.
But they're good samples, right? Teaching.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good. They're gonna show. We used to have those that would work. We do coffee and stuff. You know, we got hand sinks all around the kitchen. You'll see they got signs, soap, and everything all around them. Because washing is very important. This is a can opener. Basically, you take it up like this, right? You have it open, and you slam it down on the can. It's actually backwards. I don't know if you put it in like this. What's this one? But basically, you slam it down the can. This thing down and turn it across the
And
can.
it opens up.
Yep. We just got these crate machines. We actually just started doing crate demos just the other day. You know, you get your little crate batter, pour a couple of scooped ladles on, you know, and you get these little wooden things right here, and you spin them around to make it really thin things.
So they're really teaching the fine arts too of cooking.
Fryers, flat top grill. This is our steamer, and then we have our char grill. This is my favorite one here. I love grilling.
Yeah.
Char grill. We clean all these things every single day. Try to keep the best we can. Obviously, you know, it's like seasoned a little bit. And then we got ranges, 2 ranges here. We got ranges in there as well. And we just got these new ovens. These are actually the same ones that we have around the ovens right here. And they're nice.
brand new. And then this is another oven as well. It doubles for a steamer too. So you turn it on, you got a big screen. It's like dry, mixed cooking, and then steaming. We got foot ovens. You don't get to do so now. The Robo Coops, those are very useful in the kitchen. You don't use them here, but in the industry, like you do end up using the Robo Coops a lot.
Okay.
So we're trying to push that to our chef a little more. We're trying to be like, hey, you gotta try these Robo Coops. They're actually really good tools.
Yeah.
But that's that's
in your classroom, right?
Yeah, you spend about 25% of your time in there starting the year, and then the rest is all in your hands-on. Whereas most like educational facilities will keep you in the classroom,
Okay.
just so they don't try to bring you into the kitchen. Pots, pans, everything, rondos, all sorts of stuff. You're always stocked up with pans. Cutting boards, so you got different colored ones. Yellow is for raw chicken. You always want to use the right color. Yellow is for raw chicken. The red is for raw beef and stuff like that. And the white is for just everything else in the food that's not. You see this right stuff. We got knives in here. And I think these are more cookies. I think they have.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a cookie.
They're up there, man. Back here we have our spice table, also spice. But if you're gonna come over here, this is my favorite place to say, like, what can I make? What can I throw together and make?
Yeah. So you're even allowed to imagine what you can do too.
Yeah.
And do you end up doing that in class where you experiment and then have people sample it?
Yeah, you learn the basic way to do stuff. So let's say you're doing we did funnel cakes, right? You learn basic way to do it. He shows you how to do it the regular way you do it. You show him that you know how to do it. You could be like, hey chef, now that I did it this way, I'd like to try and do this. Like for example, John, the other tall guy with the black hat as well. Him and I were making funnel cakes, and we were like, what if we put the toppings and stuff in the batter? Try it. You can experiment different things. Make stuff all the time. We do a lot of frying.
So creativeness is a good part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then this is our dish room. You got the 3-bay sink. Just wash and sanitize. Dish machine here. You can try to use the same though, because the cost of a dish machine is pretty high. It goes through a lot of chemicals.
Yep.
And then we have our dry storage, which is going to be back here. This door, like some mixers and stuff. So our dry storage. Keep everything nice and organized, very clean, just so we keep food.
Yep. That's
Can't
right.
really see anything without the light, can you?
That's really cool.
Everything nice and neat. So you'll have got your cups and containers on the top. You got more spices and stuff, canned goods, everything. Cans are over there.
So there's a lot to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And your how many months do you take to learn all this stuff?
Well, the program's about a 2-year program.
Yep.
So being in the high school, you do during your high school hours. So you'll come here either in the morning, which a lot of us are in the morning class. You come in the morning, do about 4 hours, then go to high school, or vice versa. You go in high school in the morning, and then come here for about 4 hours and leave, right? And so that ends up having a 2-year span over the course of your junior and senior year in high school.
Nice.
But if you're an adult, it's more like a year, maybe a year and a half at the most.
Right.
So you get
So
out of here a lot.
there's a good mix, and you can advance yourself really quickly in the industry as long as you stay focused and get it done, right?
Right, exactly.
Awesome.
And chef's always open to show you stuff. Like if you're like, hey, I'm gonna try and do this, he'll teach you. It's just you got to be motivated. This is our walk-in. We have over here. We have a vending machine, so we keep stuff for vending. We sell this in the school to the students. You got your vegetables and produce stuff. You got all your student projects and things that we're doing. Roasted garlic. We always have a lot of garlic.
And teaching how to keep this organized, dated, and all that
dated,
stuff too, right?
First in, first out.
Yep.
That's correct. I'm looking it up. Okay. We keep everything on nice and neat on these speed racks, baking station, all your flours and baked stuff, sugar, all that's all down here. Brown sugar, white sugar, all-purpose bread flour and cake flour. You got another baking table over here, mixers and stuff, little hand mixers.
There is definitely more room in here, but
Oh, yeah.
people need to keep in mind this is a teaching area, so you have to have the space to teach, the space to learn, and really there's testing that goes on.
Yeah,
right?
you do actual like hands-on projects. So you'll go in the classroom, they'll tell you, hey, we'll do this, right? So it'll be just like a debriefing. It's like, we'll do this. It'll tell you, like, take out your notepads, take some notes on YouTube. Like, we're gonna do stuffed pork and have a side with some roasted almonds and asparagus, stuff like that, right? And then you write down how you're gonna do it. You go in, he'll show you a demo, like he'll do it real quick for you in front of the whole class, so you can see how to do it. And then after that, it's basically the Hunger Games. Just go out and do it yourself.
Fantastic. So, what's it like to serve the community when they come in to have their lunch, and then get feedback from them too?
It's just like working in a regular restaurant. It's very, it kind of affirms your desire to go through with this. You might go through the culinary and be like, I'm not sure if I like this, But a lot of people have that idea where when finally people start appreciating what they do and like you hear good stuff about what you're doing, like maybe this isn't that bad. Plus, I love eating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of my favorite things.
right. One of my favorite things too. You can't see it, but I
Yeah,
it's
that's
all in here.
it catches up with you.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm very physically active.
Good, good.
Doesn't
And
really catch up yet.
so how is the physical side of being in class? Is it physical at all, or is it more of a mental challenge for you?
It's more of a mental thing because a lot of times you're doing prep. You're always prepping for the events, or you're prepping for something you're gonna do. It's very team based as well. So you're gonna have like you'll get with a partner that you don't like very much, and be like, oh, I don't really work with this guy very often. I don't know this guy. It's kind of a mental barrier to break where you got to get used to working with people, get out of that comfort zone, and like you get used to doing slower stuff. You might not always be cooking or serving people. You might not be doing the fun stuff all the time, but there's always something to do.
Right. So fantastic. Let's walk back out and we'll check out the crowd.
All right, you can do that. There's a big crowd out there. We had a whole
How,
lot more.
that's what I was going to ask. How many have you had come through your section?
Oh yeah, last year we had a whole lot more, and it was like they were all flooding in the kitchen and stuff, surrounding around the prep tables, big crowds.
So maybe more people will show up. That's the nice thing about this. And there's a food truck outside. We're going to go out and show you the food truck. But thank you for your time. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Okay. All right. So we got a tour of the back side of the kitchen. There's a lot that's happening here. They got the nursing down there. They've got everything happening. And let me see if we can. Are you a GED? So let's talk about GED because we ran into one of your students over here. Yeah, yeah. And he's taking carpentry too. Oh, well, no, he's not doing carpentry. He's actually, oh, he is. Okay.
He spent only a month with me, which is great. Usually they're a little longer.
Okay.
He was laser focused. Um, earned his GED, talked to a recruiter. His plan was to go into radiology. So he officers suggested that he come and earn a trade while he was waiting to start basic training.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Kept him on the right track.
Well, his uncle was really instrumental in getting him to go after. When his uncle wanted him to go to the Marines, he wanted to go to the Air Force. I wanted him to go to the Air Force.
Wow. And I served in the Air Force, so that's good.
So he started basic training, I think, in a month.
Awesome. There's something about getting yourself back on track, and a lot of people tend to give up. GED is something that you can get by coming to STC, and talk about the importance of one accomplishing that. You may still be working a part-time or a full-time job to do it, but you have the capability of learning and continue on, and then transferring into another class after.
You can do another class afterwards. You can go back to doing what you're doing before. You can go to college. I have a graduate in every branch of the armed service. Air Force and Coast Guard. Coast Guard held out the longest.
Wow.
And you know, the students are motivated, goal-oriented students, and they left school for reasons without and they come in, they work hard. Some take longer than others, and it kind of suits their schedule. If they work at a time, they come in less, and it takes them a little longer. And if they don't work at a time, they come in.
So I don't even want to call it the second chance program, but it's the second chance at your education, because when you leave, you are leaving for multiple different reasons a lot of times, and some of them not in the student's control. But then the student kind of wises up and says, well, wait a minute, if I can just go back and I can get this, then that steps out of the way. Do you find that your students are motivated to the point where they're wanting, once they get their GED, they want to continue forward?
Yes, I would say most of them already have not in but the adult. My students range from 16 on up. My oldest was 89.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was a physio, multi-layered medical thing. So doctors wouldn't even have it. But
Great story.
yeah, oh, I have a lot of them. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've been doing this for a very long time, and so I have a lot of stuff.
So when's the next class start here?
Well, we're wrapping up. We have 5 weeks left for this semester, and then the next class starts August 12th. I think August 12th.
Awesome.
And going semester, so students sometimes can finish in one semester, so from August to December, but sometimes they have second semester as well. This depends on where they left off and how much they need and how much they need experience.
Awesome. And you would highly encourage anyone who needs to finish to come, whether it be at 15 or 89, 16, 16 or 89.
Yeah, and another thing, there's a lot of people out there who have started in GCD at one point or another, and they passed like 3 out of the 4 tests. We really hope to get those people back because it was usually one subject that was really taking a hard time, like math.
So they can take that one subject and complete. Awesome.
Depends when they
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Started in 2014 or after, did all 4, come back and work on the one.
So that's the other side about STC is that personal touch. If you come in, you can sit down with the counselor, you can sit down with the instructor and figure out a plan for your future, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And they get free math tutors.
Oh, wow. That can help.
I have a retired aeronautical engineer who comes in twice a week and helps my students. And I tell you what, a couple of them would not have graduated, especially in people who there to help.
Awesome. Well, and there's something to be said about volunteers. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. All right. So are you in charge of ESOL? So educate the world on ESOL because that's something that a lot of people may not have heard of in their career.
Boy, I'm not on the spot or anything.
Not at all.
I've done this before. ESOL is such a wonderful program for people who need to improve their English vocabulary. You have people who want to come here to become citizens. You have some who just want to come here to get the English language and then they're going to go back home. There's so many of them want to become citizens. So this is the first step. We say in the program that this is a way to become active members of the community, to better themselves in their job, to be able to communicate. We work a lot on communication.
Fantastic.
How do you go to the shop? What do you say with this? How do you return clothes?
These are really important, and we actually have a very diverse culture in Northport anyway.
Yes.
So we already appreciate the fact that we're diverse, but having the English language being taught and making everyone more informed about the communication and some of the traits that we all have as Americans that we don't think about. That's a big deal.
It is.
And we have the Atlanta Braves who they do their international baseball players at their facility. So it that's the ESOL for baseball players, I think, because they really do a good job in transitioning, and we're really proud of the fact that we have the Atlanta Braves here, just as much as the ESOL program here at STC. And you guys are a vital part of the school. How many students do you have currently?
I have roughly 45, 40 to 45.
It's a large class.
Yes, and then well, it's 2 different classes, but yes. We have another teacher who teaches time during the day. We have 4 classes at my career. We have a wait list, and this keeps getting longer.
Right.
When family member comes, they are improving, then they bring their family, and more people help them. So we have a lot of that.
And the need is there.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
It is. And I was an English teacher at the high school for over 20 years before I started this.
Northport?
Well, Northport for 7 years, yes. Like I'm a transplant.
Okay.
So it has been very eye-opening and the English language, things that we take for granted that I had to now explain or remember to explain. And I absolutely love it because I can use it every day, talking. And
It's kind of refreshing, isn't it?
oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It is. I still go away at the end of the day going, what can I complain about? And I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing at all to complain about these parents. So,
How appreciative are the students?
oh my gosh, they're wonderful. When they exit out and they test out of the program, we have the sacketeers. But every day, the students and the same teachers as they walk in
Fantastic.
every single day, and
Really.
still brings the unity that I can.
The school itself, we just took a tour of the kitchen area, and we've seen technology at its finest. But this is a real down to earth teaching class. There is no technology that can back this up. You're just teaching raw stuff, and that's old school for a lot of us to hear, but it still happens that way. But you have to break things down. You have to really explain things. And how difficult is that as an instructor sometimes to break the barrier of communication?
A lot of charades, a lot of sweat, a lot of just single words. Level one, they give me level very, very short sequence, but it's still like a super hard. When they get upper levels, um, they can have a conversation. That's all that but it's that vocabulary that is fun. How do you, if I said, oh, it's a nice day out, isn't it? That question is what they do.
Right.
I just found out the other day, I never thought this before. There's this thing called phrasal verbs. So if I say, I'm just looking at my child tonight, you know what I know.
Right.
They don't know what that's the child needs, not to pick up. And it's those things that I know that I haven't learned that before.
This is these are simple to us,
Yes.
but very important to get.
Hard to get across.
Yes, hard to get across, but very important
Yes.
when it's accomplished.
Yes.
And you see that firsthand. Is that why you appreciate this job a little bit?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, when they come in and they're like, so, teacher, or something funny, or they ask me, um, what does bro mean? What do you mean? He's like, well, my job, people walk in and say, hey, bro. And so I just those things. But yes, when they start.
So there's actually advancement from work in conversations that happen here too.
Definitely.
So the communication has to open up across the board, and that's extremely important
Yes.
in this day and age. To kind of the open communication between an employer and employee that may not have but broken English
Yes.
is. And do you work with the employers too on some of the scenarios?
Do not, but that would be an idea.
Yeah.
We do promote kids go to the DED program.
Yep.
And I do have many who are interested in a lot of things here, so they do that. I do have people that their job in that country said you need to learn English if you want to become manager, if you want to know. And so they can do that.
And the nice thing about this, the inner workings of STC, there's always another avenue for them to take for advancement.
Definitely.
Fantastic.
And I can just say that everyone, it is so wonderful everyone is so friendly to them, to me, to their staff, but especially Mike, they can joke with him, but they know they can go to him. He taught them how to play rock, paper, scissors. So it's just like that.
The importance of a strong administration.
It is, and that happens here, and it reflects on them, and they see that, and they would, they want to be that.
Great. Well, I appreciate your time. All right. Have a good day. Yes, ma'am. Oh, no, I've talked to them. Yeah, they're in my wife's class.
GED graduate.
Oh, very cool. You did not tell me that.
And one of them in their group started an ESOL, got their GED, and
Very good.
he's in nursing with these ladies.
Oh, and I met him today. I did. Yeah, the lone guy.
So that answers your other question.
That's fantastic. So, we interviewed you guys a little bit ago, but you've transitioned or know someone who's transitioned through multiple parts of STC. That's really cool, isn't it?
I mean, it kind of just shows you like the support that's here too. Because
Oh, my wife just did a complete reverse. Hey, I didn't hear your beeper go off.
But yeah, just completely starting from the bottom up and just one thing at a time. GED or ESOL to be to nursing school.
So I've been talking about that interconnection
Yep.
within the school, the interconnection for you,
Yep.
and the family kind of feel that you have within the walls. Does that help come back to school and
100%.
forge ahead?
These people fight for you to get scholarships to just like get your butt in school. And just like everyone you talk to, Mr. Endy, Jody especially, everyone, they want you to succeed and better yourself. And it's super important.
So you would encourage everyone to start.
Everybody, no matter your age, you can be 16 or 80.
Man,
Come to
tables.
Brand.
That's so
Yeah.
nice to meet us. That she's appreciated. Someone like her that can help, someone that's been to whatever in life. Because, they have this thing where it's like a road going, and, it don't matter where you've been. I mean, yep. You can still change life around. Yep. Something. And I was saying, she's appreciated. Yep.
I've talked to, I know a lot of the staff, but I've talked to a lot of the staff today and a lot of students. But you guys are kind of backing it up that this network of people inside the walls here, there's support across the board.
Yeah.
It's just not, hey, my class, my class. It's across the board, everyone.
I mean, it's
Kind
like
a team concept.
culinary.
Yep, culinary's there,
Literally from culinary to the counselors to Mr. Endy.
and that's Mr. Indy there.
Mr. Endy. The front desk, I have to shout out Mr. Vaughn. Mr. Vaughn and Mr. Vaughn. Yep. And Mr. Endy.
Come here, Mr. Andy,
Uh-oh.
because they're bragging about you just a little bit.
It's a good thing.
So Mr. Indy is the administrator here. And how proud of you are you of the school entirely, and the cohesiveness that you have with all the classes? Yeah, big time.
Of course, I absolutely love this place. I mean, I've been here since we built the school. And then we've built it up. It's we're getting ready to build our next phase in next year or two. So,
And more to come, right?
yeah, more programs, and the current programs are growing and bigger and bigger. Got some great students. Giving love back.
Yep.
But no, it's doing well. And this open house night's been fantastic. We had a good turnout.
Well, you have a lot of opportunity for people to learn here and really get some assistance from the financial side with Jody and having a counselor who really cares and pushes you into, hey, get in school. Let's get you going.
Yeah, some new grant opportunities coming up next year that are going to help with student scholarships. So our goal is to hopefully that students that come through here, the majority will not pay out of pocket for 90 or all of the expenses, 90% of the expenses. So
That would be amazing.
career in a year, about just a little over a year if you're taking nursing. A lot of our programs are just 1 year. And
Some of them are 10 months. I heard that tonight. So
work in the workforce and get a good career, not a job, not just over broke.
yeah. Well, and you're not entry level. Even the cooks are explaining that they've got to step up because they took the course here. And so when they walk into the kitchen, they're not entry level, they're higher than that. So
They've got some great skills now.
yeah, they're making more money. And that's the key to this, is to help people make more money, have a better life, and then continue their education onto the next level.
Yeah.
You mentioned RN, and you're thinking the same thing. So that advancement is really the big deal. Mike, I appreciate you.
No worries.
All right, buddy. Yep. Talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go outside real quick, and then I'll end this. We have been live for almost 45 minutes, and we've learned a lot. Please share the video and that's Jody, the counselor. She was on earlier today. And then we'll take a quick walk outside. Student services on the first floor. And you can see that from the outside, STC. You've got really a lot happening out here earlier, but we've got barbecue and Spectacular Sweets was here. They've been here all day, very, very supportive of the whole organization. But please check out STC and be part of the future of change for your life or your student's life or your friend's life. It is a great place to go to school, great place to learn. And I appreciate you guys watching. So please share the video and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.